Good morning, everyone. I haven't recorded the technological videos for quite some time. Today, I would like to share about the research, small project that we have done in 2023. Either we like it or not, technology has changed very fast, especially GPT 3.5 and GPT 4.5. ChatGPT has shaken the known technological people. Not only the technological people, also the non-technological people. We can really avoid technology in my opinions. Maybe I'm a bit biased because I'm the technological person. So we can really avoid it. So what we have to do, we have to use it, we have to apply it for the benefit of people who might not be able to use AI, right? GPT, ChatGPT has a lot of bias issue. If you gender bias issue, also the regional bias issue. There are a lot of issues with ChatGPT. I'm not going to discuss detail about these problems. This is a controversial topic. What we have to understand is either machine learning, AI, or whatever you call it, it is based on the input-output system. If you are going to put the input which are biased, your output will be biased. So when you use the output, the bias output to use for the input, and then you will keep the bias again. All right. So the technology has to be broadened, not only for the certain privileged people. We have to promote the diversity and inclusion with the technological landscape. Right. So my main objective of this research was to implement AI technology that can be benefit for society, or how to use the AI technology to benefit the people in Myanmar. All right. So why do I want to do this research? Myanmar has long issues. Myanmar has a lot of issues in terms of education. All right, not necessarily in terms of education. We have a lot of other issues due to the political instability, especially recently. All right, between 2020 and 2022, Myanmar people had been facing a lot of issues. All right, so education has not left alone. Education is also one of them. We have limited access to their education. Some of the students who could not even afford to go to the university or who doesn't want to go to the university, all right, they have the access to education. They have the problem with this. So what happened to them? All right. So these youths have been looking for jobs, overseas jobs, right? But the problem is that they don't have the access to information. What kind of jobs are available overseas, what they should do, what kind of skill they should prepare, right? If they don't prepare their skills, they will face the problem of underemployment, right? Or they might even face the labor trafficking. Okay, before I go to the problems, let's see some of the reason that people want to go overseas. All right. Before this research, we have done a small data analytic research where we have surveys those women who are working in the technology field, what are the reasons that they would like to go to overseas. All right. So we can see that the main reason is, of course, for the career growth and quality of life, all right, and then employment opportunity as well as the payment. Also, you can see that another reason that a lot of people have cited is a safety reason. So these are the major reasons that people are seeking overseas. All right. So when they are seeking an overseas job, if they don't have the quality, especially for the youth without a proper formal education, they face much more challenges. So we even met a person who has been the faced the liver trafficking in Thailand. Right, he went to Thailand. He was employed in a garment factory without even paying for about 6 months. So the main research on this mini project is we want to provide a snapshot employment opportunities for Myanmar youths who are seeking overseas jobs. So when we talk about the Myanmar youth, especially we would like to, the research target group is for those people who do not have a formal education such as degree, diploma or higher education certificate. So our main research motivation comes from the social responsibility, what we can do for these youths. Another reason is, of course, being a technology person, I would like to see how we can use this GPT technology for the skill extraction from the job advertisement. So, based on this motivation, we have come up with two main objectives. The first objective is to identify specific labor market opportunities in Japan, Thailand for Myanmar workers. From the technical perspective, our main objective is to evaluate the ChatGPT capabilities in extracting relevant skills from the unstructured data. Based on these two objectives, we started with data collection and then employ the ChatGPT large language models, and we evaluate the result of ChatGPT against the human expert. Right? How do we collect the data? Data are collected manually from the Thailand job advertisement platform as well as from the social media group. We have collected 152 job advertisements from the Thailand job AD platform. On the other hand, for the Japan, we have collected from the 30 job advertisement for 842 job openings from the social media. These data are collected from the advertisement between January to June 2023. For Thailand, we collected the data from April to June 2023. Right. So these are the sample of job advertisement that we can see in the Thailand job advertisement. As usual, we can see that there are job highlights and job description. What are the type of job that they are looking for? So these data are collected manually and then put it on their database. All right. These people are not expert in the labor market study. So what they have come up with, they have just come up with this kind of snapshot. All right. So collected data set. Basically, we have a job title and a skill and responsibility. So step two is what we have done is we are using the SWOT by clustering method using the ChatGPT to group them based on the job titles. So in this method, we are using the one-shot prompts to group the job titles. So we use a job title columns and then prompt the ChatGPT to group them based on the similar titles. So these are the example result that we have collected. Okay, now let's quickly revise the what is answer by clustering. The idea of answer by clustering is you have the test titles and then you combine to a feature betas and then these feature betas are projected into a dimension, all right, into a space, and then you use the answer by clustering using a different algorithm. The simplest one will be the k-means. So this is a traditional way of doing the answer by clustering. So in this case, we use the prompt, right? So the example of prompt is given here. So the prompt is even given the instruction very clearly what they have to do, all right? So and then also give an example, okay? What are the example and what kind of format that I want? So this is the prompt that I use it for ChatGPT to extract the job title, right? So there's a step two, okay? After we have the group from the data, right? So the job groups. After we get the job groups, the next step is to extract the skills. For example, for the account related position, what are the skills that demanded in the Thailand market or what are the skills demanded in Japan market? So the next step is to extract the skills. We call the data as a skill corrupts. What we do is we collect all the job description within the one class data type. Okay. Then from this cluster, we use a zero shot prompt capability to extract the skills. So again, this is an example that I use it for extracting the skill from each corpus group, right? And this is the final result that we have. So for the sales, what are the expectation? Okay. Customer service, sales and marketing, right? Good data processing, problem solving and computer skill, communication, service mind, say coordinator. So these are the example the skill extracted from the result, right? So from this research, what we get? We get two data. One is the most demanded job. What are the most demanded jobs? What are the uh, job roles that are available in Thailand and Japan for the youth who do not have the degree certificates? All right. And then for each job roles, what are the skills that they should be training by themselves, upgrading by themselves, so that they can achieve the proper job in the overseas employment. Okay. So, what are the most demanded jobs that we found here? All right. How do we decide? Depending on the cluster size. If the cluster size is large, that means these job roles are highly sought after. If the cluster size is small, that means they are relatively lower demand compared to the other cluster. So in Thailand, between April and June, we find that sales is one of the top roles that we can find in a lot of job advertisement, followed by the customer service, administration, accounting and finance, and so on. And for sales, customer service, and administration, we can find that these are the cross-sectional skills that demanded in all three areas: communication, computer skills, office skills, service, English, customer experience. All right. Of course, being a Thailand, Thai language skill is one of the skills that demanded. For Japan, agriculture role is the most demanded job roles for foreign apps. All right. So we have to understand that this data is targeted only the for the Myanmar people, and then we extracted from the social media group. So compared to Thailand, this Japan data we find that a bit lower qualification compared to the Thailand job markets. All right. Agriculture has a lot of higher job advertisement roles, followed by the food and service, interior design, and interior building cleaning for the cleaners and so on, as well as the nursery, fishery, and aquaculture. These are the positions most dependent in the Japan market. Right. Having said that, we also have the construction. So these roles from the Japan, they do not have a lot of skills demand, right? Because their main target is as long as this participant, this candidate has a Japanese language skills, most of the advertisement assess it, except for the construction. And other construction skills, these are the some of the skills that demanded from the Japan, like pumping, propulsion, retention, artwork, plastering. All right. So these are the area machinery. These are the area that the skills that demanded in the construction jobs from the Japan. So we quickly evaluate how the result look like. All right, compared to the human expect. What we have found out is that for each cluster, 90% of the job role, the ChatGPT managed to cluster the 90% of job roles correctly. All right. When we look at on the actual job title that we are correctly identified, we have 69.4%. So we can see it from the precision and recall. All right. So in terms of precision, is high, quite high. You can see the achievement is like almost 100%. But in terms of recall, the results vary, especially for technician and marketing roles. So if you look at the accuracy, we can see that like sales accounting has the quite high accuracy, like as well as like driver, kitchen helper, and graphic designer. All right, but marketing and technician roles. All right, marketing and technician roles is like lower, like for example, 36 and 33%. All right. So what does it show is that in the marketing and then technician roles, the job title used for these roles are quite diverse. All right, different types of work that technology cannot really catch up them. So, what is a limitation? Of course, the first one is a data source, reliability. The data is collected only at that particular time, all right, as a cross-sectional study, but this data is changing all the time. So, we should have look at all the different types of data. That could be a future research, all right. And of course, the second thing is reliability of the expert. We are using the layman to collect the data, to annotate the data, and to analyze the data. All right. So there is another limitation on our evaluation. So what will be the next step that we can actually do from this project is that we can improve the scale expression algorithm and then also incorporate the expert knowledge to verify the result. And we should be doing the recursive training to improve the timeliness. All right. And then of course compare it with the state of the art technology. Okay. Thank you very much. This is just a small research that I would like to share with my followers to demonstrate that how we can use the technology to support to and to help the society. Thank you very much.